Christian Stevens, WSP USA Inc. I am the Chief Photogrammetrist for our photogrammetry and remote sensing division. You know, really, we first had a urban setting with a lot of underpasses, with a lot of just a lot of detail on a major artery up in New England. We needed a good way to get high accuracy off these road surfaces. So our first encounter actually came when we were looking for somebody to scan the data for us, and they recommended TopoDOT. We selected TopoDOT when starting to deal with point cloud data. We're dealing with both terrestrial scanning, static scanning, and also dealing with mobile scanning, but also the fact that we're dealing with aerial LiDAR as well. So we needed a way to process that data, to extract the information out of it that we needed. And therefore, that's why we chose TopoDOT. Specifically, I would say probably with efficiency. We found out that just how quickly we can get certain things done, extract certain data, the tool sets that they have available. It just makes the time spent in the office getting the data done. It really cuts down on the amount of time that it takes us to extract the data out. So it's very efficient to use. The tools are fast. And again, we just found a lot of the tools that they have are making things quick. Also, on top of that, one of the things that we found is that if there's something that isn't there, we can talk to them. And, you know, later on down with later releases, we see these things start cropping up. We see them starting to be released out. So there's also good interaction with the technical people who are using it, giving them feedback and saying, you know, this is something that we would like to see, and you know, they kind of respond to that as well, to where we start seeing new tools come out that make it easier for what we have to do. I would definitely say like road extractions versus other software. That was the first thing that our surveyors came to us, and using another software package, they realized that it was going to take them an extremely long amount of time to extract a road, to give it a simple cross sections, and to do the point spacing. The client had a very unique requirement on how many points they wanted along the cross section, and they were realizing that with their current software it was going to take a long time. And that department found out that we had been using TopoDOT, and they decided to give us a call and say, is this something you guys could do with TopoDOT? And I said, oh yeah, absolutely. You know, and I think that specifically in an afternoon, I knocked out their roads for them, and they're like, wow, this would have taken us a week or 2 weeks to get done with another software that they typically use. So that was definitely one of the, you know, selling points to our internal uses, that they're like, TopoDOT has some really quick processes to getting the job done. I think some of the triggers were definitely, obviously, time. How quickly can we get projects done? That was one of the big deciding factors, because in what we do, whether it's extracting data from LiDAR or scanning, whether it be photogrammetric compilation, it all comes down to how quick can you get it done. How quickly, because we're always up against that time on how quickly we can get it done, how cost effective we can be. So I think that's bottom line, hands down, how fast can we do things. And definitely that's where TopoDOT came in. You have things like template extraction, where if you've got to knock out a bunch of curving, very easy to use. You can make that template, you can set it off, and it can extract those templates, then drape the lines. So it works very quickly. I think I had 7 miles in Philadelphia somewhere that we had to do, up I-95, and that was something that just went really fast. Just lots of Jersey barriers, so we were able to make templates, extract it, and the template extraction tool worked really quickly. Those were all things that kind of triggered, I think, their decision was, first of all, is there good documentation on how to use the software? Is there good customer support? But the main trigger for them was, is it going to make us get the mapping done quicker and faster? Bottom line. I would say the biggest selling factor for us was how quickly we could extract data out. The efficiency of it, just the ease of use, and of course the customer support was outstanding, that we found out later once we got involved with TopoDOT, then to find out that they had outstanding customer service on top of that really attracted us to using TopoDOT.